Hey, Viola Rules here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. So we're on this question, so let's go ahead and answer it. There was a way. We have to keep this case going. If I say there was no way, then he gets off the hook. It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie. Now, will the defense please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name? Oh, right. Maggie said that when the phone rang and she answered it and she talked to the owner of the phone, she said her name, didn't she? Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? Why, how did you... Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with... Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there is some relation between this witness's cell phone and the murder? I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. Yeah, it was this theme for some odd reason. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can get this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry I didn't get your name. You can call me Maggie. That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake? My client's name is Maggie, but the name that was written on the ground was Maggie. This is a mistake that could only occur if you only knew how her name sounded. Exactly. Order! Order! But, Your Honor, the witness has no motive. And your point is? It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone. That is absolutely correct. I don't have a motive. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, can you explain what motive this witness could have had? I don't think so. It's very simple, Your Honor. Oh, really? Are you sure, Nick? If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right? Yeah, but we fly by the seat of our pants here. Let's go. Now then, please present to the court proof that the witness had a motive. Present proof? Wait. This is the only thing that relates to the cell phone, so... going with it. Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. What is this? A list. These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers? Of course. This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artist group. What? Con artist? Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington? Well, this is an outrage, an invasion of privacy. Looking up the phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder. You're one of those people. You're just like the cops who raided that brilliant artist. Okay, there he goes. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. Yeah, we really don't. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. Do you think any of you can know what it's like to be a refined man like me? Your Honor, this is unjust badgering of the witness. Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone? Isn't that obvious? The witness is looking into the group, a victim of that group, or a member of that group. I'm going to say that he's a member of that group. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group. No! All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That is why you had to kill. Doesn't make sense, though. Whatever, I don't understand. No, this is too much! But she was gonna return the phone, but... Were they looking into this group already before that, or what? I don't understand. That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain? I got you now. That police officer. Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Payne? Your Honor, this is unjust badgering of the witness. You were already overruled on that. You just said the exact same thing only a few seconds ago. Please, let's think about the content of that phone call. This again? Hello, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Miss Bird to get his phone back. Yeah, exactly. Why then would he need to kill anyone? That is a valid point. What does the defense think about this point? If you think about it logically, then it does make sense. Then maybe we should be thinking outside the box. Yeah, if we think like that, let's see. Maybe that slimeball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? Well... I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner. But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant? I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. Well then, Mr. Wright, what was the something that didn't agree with the witness? Nothing in my evidence points to anything. Wait. Oh no. I was afraid of this, that the fact that they were dating was an issue. I guess this? Or if it wasn't the dating thing, then what Mr. Wellington saw was the victim. Oh, the victim was wearing his cop uniform. He assumed that it was a sting operation or a setup or something, I guess, and panicked and pushed Dustin off the edge. This case is stupid. The victim? You mean Dustin Prince? Dustin Prince had gone on a date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. Oh! The girl that picked up my phone is with the policeman. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid that the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they had already run a check on the phone. And he went into a panic, is what you're saying? Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. Mr. Payne, do you have any comments? I'm thinking... It seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are... Oh, here we go. Where the witness snaps. Impressive. Not bad for a person with a third-rate education. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence. Evidence! That guy is really creeping me out. All you've been waving around and talking about is that suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone number this, suspicious con group that. They're all on that phone. But who's to say that phone is really mine? Where's your proof, your evidence? You want proof that this phone is yours? I already told you earlier. That phone I lost, I've already found it. You don't even have the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to. You can be sure it isn't mine, you simpleton. What? Okay. It feels good to see you squirm. We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that is meaningless as evidence. Your Honor. This is Dad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. His cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There's got to be. Maybe. Phones. Fingerprints on the phone? I'm not sure. I guess his fingerprints on the phone. I guess. Yeah, because his fingerprints would be on it. You got it. We should check for fingerprints. Fingerprints? Is that why the police officer's name in this case was Dustin Prince? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on this phone. Nick, don't you remember? When you got that from Maggie, you wiped it off. I what? You said there was sand all over it, so... Wiped it? I wiped it? Me thoroughly, too. Oh, man, don't tell me that we screwed ourselves over. It's oh so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves. He's made a complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see. Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the numbers stored on this phone. It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared. You've got to be joking. He erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence. Mr. Wellington, what's this? From the way you talk to me, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you. Where did you finally find your cell phone? Oh, you're too much. And of course you have no idea what I'm talking about. Are you going to reveal that you wiped our memory? Like you wiped that phone? Oh my god, now I remember! Yeah, because we're the only defense attorney who rests in our office when we're on a crime thing. Yeah, whenever we're on a case, we always sleep in our office. Huh, looks like they hung up. Oh, good. I finally found it. So that's when... What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes? Nick, we've worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's going to get off scot-free. I know this phone has to be his. But how am I supposed to prove something like that? Mr. Wright, you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is. Your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. It looks like you came up with a penny short. Where did I go wrong? Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That is something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. Who am I? Who I am? The court hereby concludes the cross-examination. If that will be all, I'll have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at that ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town. Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go at that? I'm going to say, raise an objection. Please wait, Your Honor. Oh, we're not done yet. Oh, right, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything. Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. If he questions the witness with any more of his badgering, you will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright? Yeah, that's clear. Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor. Very well, but this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court. I only get one shot at this. If you cannot prove everything, it's over, for your client and for you. Do you fully understand? Yep, I got it. I'm sure you are well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended. Doesn't matter. Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence. Oh. Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. It all comes down to this. It's go time. Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything. Well, I only have one piece of evidence I haven't used yet, which is my business card. I handwrote my cell phone number on the back. Oh my god. Why? Thank you. How nice. Not for you, Judge. Here, please have one of mine. Judge's business card. Okay, well, I'll take it. Wow. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time to be exchanging business cards. Your Honor, there is something very important about that card, and that is the name on the card, the back of the card. This card is important because of what is on the back. You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now? The court is still in session. It's okay. You'll see. Okay, if you say so. Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright? We are going to call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. Oh, of all the idiotic, stupid things, too. Oh, you swapped your phone with mine? What? What? Why is my phone? And what is this stupid sounding ringtone? Oh my god, when he went to go swipe the phone, he accidentally took ours instead of his, because they both look exactly the same. Mr. Wellington. How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. You're... No, it can't. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say, when you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. That's annoying, though. We now have to put all of our contacts back into our phone. Well, once we remember them. And he choked himself with his ascot. Wow. So that is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. And in order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgments. Then Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding... It's Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird. Not guilty, yes. Even with amnesia, we still win. That is all. This court is adjourned. Okay, so he didn't knock us out to make sure we lose the case. He knocked us out so he could take back his cell phone and mess that up. Wow. He is nearsighted, so I can't blame him. I knew that the real you would shine through eventually. I'm so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me. Huh? My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? But it couldn't have been that bad, could it? Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building, I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe. My life has been really nothing but a string of disasters. That's not true. That is, pretty bad. Up until I went to college, I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune. And then, at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless? What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch onto those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help. Ah, that's right. You were talking about this earlier. It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth in the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand and, before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. Wait, what? Oh. I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true. That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything is my fault. Dustin's death, your head being all messed up. Oh, well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet. Yeah, we recovered a little bit. I'm going to find a new life for myself starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. Yeah, after all, the Goddess of Misfortune is only a name. You bet. I'm gonna make it. I promise. Next time we meet, I'll be the unlucky person. I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess. Yeah, that's the spirit. Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks. You take care of yourselves, too. Will do. What a horrible day. I've gotten my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy. But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really have me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? I thought you said you got your memory back. Not fully, unfortunately. At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Okay, now we're fine. Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases. But he's also been a good ally during others. The judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who is easily swayed by other people's opinions, which makes him a really terrible judge, but whatever. But in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. I guess that's all that matters in the end. This person, I haven't got a clue. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaking me for someone else. No. And this girl, Maya? You finally remembered! This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right, I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example, Nick, what's wrong? You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me. Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh? Well, I'm back now, so it's time for us to create new memories together. Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Wellington. I guess I have to start over from the very beginning. Come on, Nick. Let's go to our usual burger joint. Okay. Actually, it hasn't even been 2 months since she came back into my life. And that story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout, the end. Brand new episode has been added. Reunion and Turnabout. Yeah, Turnabout will always be in the titles of these chapters for some reason. I actually don't know why. But that was a really good first case, and we're slowly piecing our memory back together. So, I guess by the end of it, our memory will be completely reconstructed. There will be 5 cases, by the way. Well, I assume so. The first game had only 5 cases, though the last one was sort of a bonus case, I guess. But I will be doing all 5. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys did, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time.